Well, good morning. Welcome to Coffee and a Forecast. It's Wednesday, January 25th. Salud. That is good coffee. Just about done, so I need another cup. So let's tear through this thing so I can get back at my coffee drinking. We have some exciting stuff for Texas to show you, but first let's go through our weather. And yesterday was a refreshingly cool day. It was awesome. It was a nice breeze blowing, only 59 degrees for a high. I would call that refreshingly cool. It rocked. That was 7 degrees below average, so a little on the cool side, but again, very pleasant, I thought. After a low of 43, so just a few degrees below average overall for the entire day. It is 5:29 in the morning. Sunrise this morning at 7:22, so a little less than 2 hours away. Sunset tonight at 5:51. The daylight hours are getting longer. Here is a forecast, and the warming trend starts this afternoon. This morning a little on the cool side. It's in the 30s out there right now. And so it'll be a cold start to a slightly warmer day, 64 for our high with sunshine. And we won't have that breeze either, so probably feel a little warmer than this, especially if you're standing in the sun. So if you're out on a cigarette break and the sun's shining on you, it'll feel a little warmer than that 64. But again, it'll be cold this morning. Not as cold tomorrow morning, 40 for a low, and then 72 Thursday's high as we get back into the 70s, mid-70s Friday and Saturday, back to the low 70s for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and it's all sunshine, hardly a cloud in the sky. So we get back to kind of our boring weather around here. But again, some exciting stuff to show you in Texas, so hang in there just a second. Safford right now cold, 36 down here. Bisbee Douglas Airport's freezing around Bisbee and Sierra Vista-ish area. Huachuca City at 33 and Nogales Airport at 36. Now again, sunrise isn't for almost 2 hours, so still some time for these values to get a little colder. Benson right now at 33. Casa Grande, the warm spot, at 48. Zoom in to see more temperatures. Well, we're pretty warm here too, near the apartment at 42. Looks like 37 right now at the airport. And again, a little bit of time for these values to get colder, so we'll probably all be in the 30s by sunrise. Here's some upper 30s down near the airport, Davis-Monthan, 39 Marana, and 35 the cold spot, way south and east part of Tucson. I'm not even sure that's in the city limits. Meanwhile, in Texas, back at the ranch, it is raining like crazy. And the trailing edge of this complex of storms is bringing severe weather. So here's a severe thunderstorm warning down around College Station. And here's a tornado warning just to the east of Temple, Texas, and south of Waco. So it is really coming down here. And a little bit of danger here with these storms. And then flash flood warnings in effect further to the south, Austin, and a flash flood warning right now. This is Fort Worth, this is Dallas, maybe a little hard to make out underneath all of this heavy rainfall. You see just covered with yellows, moderate rain, and the reds with the heavy rain, and it's coming down to beat the band. Let me zoom out just a little bit more here because it's the zoom radar. What's a zoom radar if you can't zoom around? So we pull out a little bit more and you can see the trailing storms. This is the severe part of the storm, and then just a big area of general moderate to heavy rain from near Abilene all the way through Dallas and McKinney and Sherman and Denton. And Tyler, you're next. Okay, and then further to the north, Oklahoma getting in on some of this action. And with the zoom radar, you can also zoom around, not just in and out. So you get further to the north and it's raining pretty hard as you get into Missouri and Arkansas, and then that changes over to looks like ice. I think it's icing right now in St. Louis, and that's I was going to say that's never fun, because that's not true. It can be fun if you don't have to drive anywhere or walk anywhere, but it's pretty to look at. Sometimes it's fun to take off running really fast and then put on the brakes and slide on the ice. That's a blast when you're younger. Here's the forecast for the country, and here's that area of general rain across the Midwest and the Central Plains, and then the flash flooding that's possible because it's happening now around Dallas, and then the severe thunderstorm possibilities for southeast Texas and into Louisiana where it's happening now, and then snow on the north side of that. Meanwhile, the Pacific Northwest kind of messy. Looks like rain from the coastal areas and inland, basically west of the Cascades in Washington and Oregon and Northern California. And then it's rain and snow for the Cascades and parts of eastern Oregon and Washington. And then it's snow further to the interior and heavy snow for the Cascades of Washington into British Columbia, and also for Idaho and northwest Montana, and also for Yellowstone National Park, which would be a very nice place to visit right now, if you ask me, which I know you didn't, but, you know, that's what I think. Hey, good morning. It's going to be kind of a chilly day today, especially after a cold start. I like this. Sunshine, no wind, 64 for a high. 40 tonight, not as cold as this morning, and warmer tomorrow afternoon, 72, and then warmer again on Friday and Saturday, both in the mid-70s with sunshine. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, low 70s, just kind of steady as she goes. Thanks for tuning in, Coffee and a Forecast. I'm going to get some more coffee. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, which is Tucson WX, because Tucson Weather wasn't available, on YouTube, at Tucson Weather, and now on Google+. Just look for Tucson Weather and you'll find us there too. So I'm going to go post this on all of those places. So again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Hang on, where's that stop capture thing? There it is.